Okay. Are we back? Are we good? Okay, hello everyone. My name is Mr. Midori. I'm a forensic scientist. And, this is Even If Tempest Stone Connections. Last time, we encountered a lot of stuff that made me vaguely uncomfortable. And, I'm not really sure what this arc is supposed to be like about beyond Cyril being touch-averse, except when he isn't, which is often... I don't know. Damn it, I liked you better when you were solving murders. Can we go back to that? Can we do some more of that? Guys, can you kill someone? You look like you'd kill someone. Anyway, let's see if, game has much of anything for us at this point.
俺たちよく似てんだよ。
That's not how I would have put it. And for starters, I have an entire second eye. With my powers of depth perception, I can look out for ranged weaponry with ease.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I thought I saw Solid Snake in the bushes over there. Hold on, continue.
お前とあいつが似ているだと。いくらなんでもそれは失礼すぎるぞ。マヤ殿が聞いたら怒りのあまり侮辱罪で訴えるだろうな。
Okay, that's funny. Oh, Cryas, you are so much better than you were on your actual route in the base game. Which is the exact opposite of how I feel about Tyrell, so I guess we're still breaking pretty much even. I think that's how that works out. Not sure what the exact exchange rate is, but, I mean, I can still afford groceries, which is, technically, I guess, what we're aiming for.
失礼なのはてめえだ。ぶん殴るぞ。あと、あのメイドは俺が何言っても切れる。
Now, does that say more about you or about her, I wonder? He asked rhetorically.
まあお前が言ってるのは表面上のことじゃなくて、もっと深いところのことなんだろうが。
Something deeper below the surface, like a really weird fucked up fish that possesses no internal structural integrity and is entirely dependent on ocean pressure to keep it the correct shape.
相性を悪くするような類似点って一体何なんだ?
You see, Cass, we both want to fuck all the time, but we also don't. It's really weird.
ティレル様、お戻りいただけると信じていました。
ああ、うるせえ。ちょっと用があって顔出しただけだ。
Man, none of these NPCs are capable of functioning on their own. It's really sad. That's why we'd like you to donate to the Preservation for NPCs Society. For just pennies a day, you can help. We'll also give you this neat mug or something, I don't know. Inquisitor Toll clings to Master Tyrael's knees. Even as Master Tyrael prepares for retirement, he remains steadfast in his loyalty.
俺が休暇に入ってから何か変わりはあるか?
以前より密告の件数は減り、業務は落ち着いています。ただ、教会本部から来年度の予算を減額すると通達があり、どうしたものかと。
Oh no, we have less money to do the thing we're doing less of. That sounds terrible. As opposed to over here where we're budget cuts even though the amount of crime in the real world is going up. Spoiled brats. To be clear, when I said the real world, I meant the real world where I come from, which is in fact the world where all mystery fiction is true. Fairly certain crime has been going down where you're from pretty consistently since like the 80s. Probably sooner. Which must be nice.
またかよ。 あの棒つくバリども。
Say, Tyrell, have you considered maybe selling pictures of yourself on the black market? It always works out for me in the wings.
この手の話は今まで何度も繰り返されてきましたが、その都度ティレル様が跳ねのけてくださっていましたもんね。ただ今回ばかりはあなた様でも無理だと思いますが。
Well, see, now you phrase it as a challenge. Now he has to do it.
そんなにやばいって？
国からの助成金が相当減らされたそうで、孤児院の経営といいかなり厳しいようです。
Yes, that damnable orphanage. Curse you, Cryas. How could you destroy our country with such a thing?
あ、それについてティレル様から意見を聞きたいとモナハン枢機卿がおっしゃっていました。
That's nice.
めんどくせえな。まあそっちは適当にあしらっとく。
Will you? Will you truly?
よろしくお願いいたします。それでご用件というのは？
His legs. That's what brought him here. Unless maybe he took a carriage or something.
最近占い師を名乗る老婆が出没しているらしい。何か聞いていないか？
老婆ですか？
I've never seen an elderly woman before in my life. Also, that's what I've decided Inquisitor Tall sounds like.
特にそういった報告は上がっていませんね。
No clues here, then. Alright, I play Ace Attorney. Okay, if you get no clues there, the next thing you need to do is look in the desk. I was so sure we could find a lead of the Inquisitorial Order, but I suppose it's not going to be that easy. I sigh internally at our luck. Master Tyrael snatches the sheaf of papers from Inquisitor Tall and swiftly skims through them.
4日前、30代の男に恋愛成就のお守りを買わないかと声をかけられた。
Oh, so it's a shape-shifting demon, spellcaster, witch, sells people boner pills. Sounds like a real witch. Why are we not dealing with that? I feel like that's more within our vaunted position of responsibility than like anything we've done thus far. Should probably get on that.
ああ、町の少女の話ですね。
My god, we have evidence? Okay, okay.
老婆に間違いないんだよな。
Roots picking up. I'm invested now. Show me your evidence. Rumor of amulets. Said to bring any love to fruition. This amulet is apparently popular among women. It's so effective, in fact, that commoners and noble women alike regard it highly. Ladies, that's just a roofie. I am. Alright, it's either magic or somebody who owns a stage makeup kit. The jury's still out. Master Tyrael closes his eyes in thought. His mind is probably moving so quickly I could never hope to keep up. Either that or he's just got some 90s Euro dance stuck in his head and he can't get it out.
この男について調べたか？
Yes, I know the 90s haven't happened yet. He's from the future. Shut up.
いえ、被害らしい被害は出ていないので、捉えた方がよろしいですか？
そうだな。男以外にもまじない品を売りつけようとしている者がいたら、片っ端からとっ捕まえて俺に報告してくれ。
Yeah, screw probable cause. Just arrest everybody. Yeah.
占い師の老婆というのは？
We'll get one of them eventually.
それはこっちで探す。どうせ人手不足だろ。
They're important and we're the main characters. Of course we're the only ones who are gonna do it.
ティレル様の穴を埋めるには10人でも足りませんよ。
Inquisitor Toll possesses the strength of 10 incredibly underwhelming men.
じゃあ今度枢機卿に会った時は人員を100人増やすように言っとくわ。
よろしくお願いいたします。
Bloop. Meanwhile, on the only street in the downtown area, when we leave the Inquisitorial Order, the sun has already set. The lamps lining the streets glitter brilliantly. The other Inquisitors truly look up to you.
まあ俺ほどの人格者になれば当然だろう。
Modest, too. I agree. And you don't encourage him. It's going to explode.
肯定すんなよ。ここは突っ込むところだろうが。
God, it's like you've never played a romance game before. Rumiko Takahashi would be spinning in her grave if she didn't still have an ongoing to keep up with. I am, but I think you're correct. No, a genuine compliment. My only weakness. And then he melted. You decided to leave the Inquisitorial Order because we defeated Ish, right?
もとより異端審問会に寄せられる密告は嘘偽りがほとんど。その上、モノ本が消えたっていうなら続ける意味もない。とっとと潰してしまった方が世のため人のためだ。
Okay, I'm glad we're addressing this. Like, legitimately, I'm glad we are addressing this. The torture police are, in fact, a bad thing for society at large. I'm glad we agree. The good of the people. Does that include Inquisitor Toll and the others? Without the torture police to provide them employment, well, where will they go? The stores? Coach driving? Madness. Utter madness.
滞在人の子は生涯異端を借り続けることでその罪をあがなう。馬鹿げた風習だよな。異端審問官は休日すら制服を脱げないんだぜ。こんなもん着てちゃどこに行ったって白い目で見られる。
Inquisitors do not fuck.
初体を持てたやつはいねえ。
Except Tyrell, he's built different.
世間の吐きだめとしては役に立ってたんだろうがな。ゴミ箱を維持するのに何人もの人生を犠牲にしなきゃなんねえってのはどう考えてもコスパが悪い。
God, do you know how many human souls are incorporated into the raw materials of an average garbage can? Master Tyrell speaks nothing but the truth. A profession built entirely around discrimination has no right to exist. Do you get it, chat? Do you get it? Do you understand the subtle political commentary that's happening here? When I go to voice my opinions, though, he places some matter of cloth over my head. What is this?
その布取るなよ。異端審問官と一緒にいるとこなんか見られてもいいことはない。
I know I let you do that literally every other time we've spoken in all of our multiple timelines worth of lives, but... Gasp.
死に戻り前のことは言うなよ。俺とお前で捜査した時もあったらしいが、それは非常事態だからで、しかもお前も異端審問官だったんだろ。
Even though I didn't have to wear the uniform. Beginning to detect some minor contradictions in the world building here.
今のお前は騎士候補生。聖騎士を目指してるんなら評判を落とすような真似は避けるべきだ。
But you walked home with me not that long ago. You said you came along as my guard.
それはあの時は必死だったから。
Don't you think I'll just ignore all these plot holes if you make your kicked puppy face at me? I've seen a lot of kicked puppies in my day, they no longer affect me. Desperate? About what?
分かっててわざと聞いてんのか?
No, I don't. That's why I asked. Oh, right. You needed an excuse to see me. Because you're sad and lonely. Kind of a pathetic wet cat of a man, really. Honestly, your existence itself is just kind of sad.
つか、あん時だって人気のない道を通るようにしてただろうが。あんだけ遠回りしてたのに気づかなかったのか?
Now that you mention it, I was just so happy to be with you that I didn't think much of else. No, it burns. Stop.
とにかく、今と前とじゃ関係が違う。前はどんなに探られても問題なかったが、今はそうじゃねえ。だろ?
What problem is there? Are you saying that our being together is a problem?
頭から布をかぶるだけで面倒事を避けられるってことだ。
Same sentiment, different words. This is why he interrupted me before I could tell the others about our relationship. Why he called me misread. Even though that's clearly not my real name. Unless you said it as my real name. Pretty sure there were enough characters in the character count to let you do that. It's all out of consideration for me. It's another example of his kindness. Sure, that's the interpretation we'll go with. Fine, why not? I grab the fabric of the hood. I would like to save my game, please, and thank you. Now, the conventionally correct answer here would be to say, fuck you, I'm not going to be ashamed of being seen in public with you. So let's do that, why don't we? I don't think I'll be needing this after all.
俺が異端審問官を辞めるまで我慢できないか?
No. I've never loved myself. No, can't relate. I was powerless, ignorant, used and abused. And killed. That also happened. And I bet I can relate to, actually. I hated myself more than anyone. But I feel much better now. There are still many improvements I could make, but I'm proud I didn't give up hope of standing here at your side. Where I am now holds great meaning to me.
たく、お前ってやつは。
Yeah, she's kind of weird that way, but you learn to live with it. Master Tyrael takes the hooded robe from me and tosses it in a nearby garbage bin. The garbage bin is also made of human souls. The human souls will absorb the power of the hood and turn into members of Organization 13. That's the plot of Kingdom Hearts 4. You heard it here first, folks.
そんじゃ、行くか。
Okay. We did it. We had a positive interaction. We're winners. Yay. I ran into the fortune teller here.
時間は?
Right before running into you. The fortune teller is gone. Her small table and chair are also missing, alongside anything that could function as a clue. She promoted the perfume by claiming it had some special power. She grabbed me when I tried to leave, and when I brushed her hand away, the perfume spilled.
それでもなんともなかったんだよな。
You see, I'm remarkably good at not getting horny. No. Since we returned home so quickly, I have no idea how it may have appeared to others.
アリスは異変を感じていた。俺だけに効果があったわけじゃない。
Why didn't it work on me?
魔女の力が絡んでいるからか。媚薬が効かねえ体質ってことも考えられるな。まあ確かめようがないが。
Is there really no way to test that? Annie, you stop that, and you stop that right now.
それ以上言うな。
Thank you. Daryl, for once in my life, I agree with you. If you excuse my boldness, Master Tyrell, do you own any effort?
言うなっつってんだろうが。ろくでもないこと考えるな、この頭は。
God, you're weird. Master Tyrell roughly grabs my head as he speaks. Like Shining Finger style? Like Iron Claw style? I know they're probably just talking like rough, disapproving pat on the head. Just let me dream for one moment. Oh, but that's our only option. I should drink an aphrodisiac. There's no effect, that my constitution is the problem. If there is an effect, then the perfume being enchanted is far more likely.
だからって、自分から飲みたがるやつがあるか。恥じらいを持て、恥じらいを。
Oh no, it was actually an exhibitionism game the whole time. We've been shammed. I'm taking this very seriously, just so you know. But which really is involved in all this, then what will happen with the Inquisitorial Order? I doubt Ish can do much in his current state. He's just kind of witch-ish at this point. We demoted him from a full witch. But we can't rule out this being a consequence of his previous actions. If so, things will be very difficult without the Inquisitorial Order. I'm not acting on impulse. I'm just trying to think of the other Inquisitor's futures. Hesitation flickers in his eyes, but soon he gives me a resigned smile.
さすが、俺の部下だっただけある。
Is it really? You drilled into me the necessity of efficiency. Though you had also told me that self-sacrifice is a self-aggrandizing act of those too weak to properly plan an alternative. If I start to slip, then please wake me up from my self-importance with a bucket of ice-cold water. No, Annie, a girl in wet clothes is also someone's fetish.
そもそも、媚薬なんか俺は持ってねえんだけどな。
That is a
なぜかある
very
前提の
valid
話が進んでる
question.
が。
Oh.
まあ、材料は豊富にある。なんとかなるだろう。行くぞ。
So really the difference is academic. Go? Where?
決まってんだろう。俺んちだ。
What? Alright, how many Iron Maidens does he own? Vote now on your phones. Even Historica hides a darkness behind its gorgeous cityscape. Yeah, we know, Annie. We've kind of dealt with it quite extensively over the course of the game. Wanderers and vagrants gather in this sector of mismatched buildings and faint lighting, where safety is suspect. Alright, game, you are I like the way you're written most of the time, but you are scraping right up against the boundary of Aiden's plot dialogue here. And I like to think you're better than that. Master Tyrael lives on the top floor of a worn-down 4-story brick building. Ivy climbs up the cracked walls. She should probably get down from there. And the lonely impression it creates is similar to the man himself. Master Tyrael is also covered in plants and 4 stories tall. That's definitely a room. So this is where Master Tyrael lives. The interior is of a simple make to the outside. Similarly, you can read. You saw the line yourself, you candy asses. Though obviously old and worn, it's clearly cleaned regularly. So regularly, in fact, that you could argue no one even lives here. There's a lot of booze, though. I'm sure that helps.
前にゼンが来た時、ボロいし、物がなさすぎて牢屋かって言われた。失礼だろ？ちゃんと酒はあるのに。
I mean, getting drunk is a hobby, right? Right? A bed, a shelf, and a table. Calling it a jail cell is going a bit too far, but Zen isn't wholly wrong. I feel like I understand him a little better upon realizing he probably only comes here to sleep. I knew all those instruments, those rumors about him having instruments of torture were a lie. I'm so smart, guys.
まあ、ボロいのは本当だな。シャワーなんかたまに行かれて湯が出ないこともある。
Does it produce mead instead? Feels like something you'd program your shower to do. That sounds awful. But you must live here for a reason, I assume.
アパート1棟欲しかったからな。立地と値段の折り合いがついたのがここだった。
A whole building? So this entire building is yours?
全部空き室だ。その代わり、罠張りまくってる。安らかかつ快適な睡眠を守るためだ。
My god, our man is a final dungeon boss.
まあ、やりすぎっちゃやりすぎだけどな。俺が猟犬だと知る人間は限られてたし。念のためだ。念のため。
Master Tyrael carries himself as if this isn't anything to worry about. But being unable to sleep unless you purchase an entire building clearly isn't normal. You're so perceptive, Anastasia. But for him, these abnormalities are a fixture in his daily life. That's just how many times he's had to face his own death. He laughs when he says it's better to be safe than sorry because he knows this isn't normal. He does it to put me at ease. Every single word he says digs the dagger in even deeper. You'd think he'd eventually run out of space. But then you wouldn't know what sort of game this is. You absolute chuckleheads. Overwhelmed by these emotions, I cling to Master Tyrael's back.
なんだ急に。
Being very touchy-feely this route, and I don't know if I necessarily approve of that. I just felt like hugging you. What, do I need to submit an application triplicate?
そういうのは後。危ねえもん触ってるから、今は離れとけ。
We do, in fact, need to submit an application triplicate. That's part of the inquisitorial rules. He lines up a number of medicinal compounds and unfamiliar apparatuses on the table. These must be for making the aphrodisiac. I should have expected that you were capable of making concoctions. Not concocting makes. And concocting concoctions. It's incredible just how many talents you possess. You're so cool. I don't mean anything by the praise I give him, but he gets very meek in response.
できることが多いだけじゃな。
I'm, feeling like going for some sort of jack of all trades, master of none routine here, but, you do in fact seem to be more of a master of all trades, jack of ass. And what an ass it is.
少し時間がかかる。適当に休んでろ。
I'm not being emo. Don't look at me. Is there anything I can do to help?
ここには毒薬も混じってる。素人が触っていいもんじゃねえよ。
See, if we just poison the guy's dong, it'll get really scared. Start jumping around at people. That's how it works. Poison. Don't eat the poison. It's bad for ya. Hey, remember that time Tyrael died? That was pretty fucky, wasn't it? Look, if none of you are gonna redeem it, I'm going to. You know how much I love this.
Don't eat the poison. It's bad for you.
Think about that every day. Prince Conrad once told me that most poisons have very little effect on you.
正しくは流通している毒はだな。体勢つけとけって命じられて訓練したんだ。
He's been spending the past several years slowly building up an immunity to iocane powder. So there are poisons that would work on you then. Would you happen to have a poison like that here? Master Tyrael pulls a small bottle from the shelf. It glitters like a jewel. Just like it did that day.
毒ってのは作るよりも廃棄する方が面倒なんだよな。
I mean, you could all just pour it in the river, but then you'd have to deal with Captain Planet's response. Captain Planet's response is usually beating the ever-loving shit out of you. And that's no fun for anybody.
けど、ちゃんと処分しておく。だからもう心配すんな。
I'd be willing to face Captain Planet's harsh reprisal if it means getting your approval. Master Tyrael begins making the concoction. This time I'm sure he'd get very angry if I approached him, so I keep a reasonable distance and watch him work. Right now I just have this mental image of Tyrael sitting, working at his desk, making his potions, and then a little chibi Anastasia just standing on the far corner of the room staring at him with perfectly blank circular black eyes. Goya Skansi. Goya. Though he adds even more unfamiliar influence to the table, I do recognize one thing. It stands proudly in the center. Ishik lux flavus. Apparently it's a miracle drug that can be made into literally anything. A flower said to represent the Ishik clan. For Master Tyrael, it's all that remains of his entire clan. What goes through his mind when he looks at that flower day in and day out? As my thoughts meander, he finishes the concoction.
この薬を飲むと体温が上昇し気分が高揚する。効果としてはアルコールを摂取した時に近い。副作用も依存性もない。美薬ではねえが、まあ参考にはなるだろう。
It's like alcohol, except better for you in literally every way. And yet I prefer regular alcohol, 'cause I hate myself. Is there any meaning in trying this if it's not a proper aphrodisiac?
うるせえ。これが俺の限界だ。
I empty the cup he hands me. Like into your mouth, right? That's kind of the whole reason we're here.
どうだ？
Tastes like chicken. It's very sweet. Like sweet chicken.
味の話してんじゃねえよ。吐き気とかないか？
I can sense my temperature rise. My face is flushed, and I can't help but smile despite nothing particularly interesting happening. Nana? Is that you?
よし、効果あったな。
So, that perfume's made by a witch.
ろれつが回ってねえぞ。続きは明日。もう寝ろ。
Oh, Anastasia, you're drunk. Bess? What in God's name is a bed?
泊まっていけばいい。着
Yes.
替えは俺の服でいいだろ。ほら。
I mean, I only own Inquisitor uniforms, so you know we've already established that's what you'll have to wear. Hold on, I don't want to impose on you more than I...
今から酔っ払いを送っていく方が面倒だ。しかも、今夜はあのメイドいねえんだろ。何かあった時に対応できる人間がいた方がいい。
I can't argue with that. His logic is flawless.
俺はシャワー浴びてくる。その間に着替えてろ。あと水はなるべくこまめに飲むように。
Make sure you stay hydrated, chat. He wants me to get changed? I'm starting to sweat from the medicine. I had trained in the morning and walked all around town in the evening. And there's only one bed. Trademark, registered trademark. In this room. Chat, you ever get that feeling of deja vu? The feeling that you're experiencing something you've experienced before? And now we've gone blind. Oh no, it was actually rubbing alcohol!
なんだよ。まだ着替えてなかったのか？
Master T-Real appears wearing loungewear. His hair remains down, which makes him appear younger than usual. But it's his tattoos that stand out the most. Since they're normally hidden, they immediately grab my attention. But for some reason, looking at them pains me. I mean, that thing's like right over his Adam's apple. It probably hurt like a bitch to get. You have a very long neck. Has anyone ever told you that? And that freaking lock of hair falling down over. You look like a horse. That's what you look like. I parked up a sweat all throughout the day. I'd like to borrow your bathroom if that's alright.
それはいいが、もし中で倒れたら全裸を晒すことになるぞ。
Look at that thing! It's like a foot long! I'm sorry, I can't stop staring at it. Why can't you just draw necks normally? It is with great conviction and a refusal to allow that to come to pass that I take my shower. Thanks to Master Tyrell's threat, I managed to avoid the worst. We have a simple dinner after that and enjoy some conversation before getting into bed. Chunk.
体調はどうだ？まだめまいはするか？
I'm fine. My pulse is still quick, but I'm not sure if that's the medicine's doing. There is another perfectly viable reason for this, after all. One right next to me. Mr. Tyrell faces the ceiling while I lie on my side and face the outside. Though our bodies aren't touching, I can feel his body heat. And you don't talk about heat. Where are we investigating tomorrow?
広場で聞き込み。お前は仕事だろ？
I'll take a day off. I can leave Huma in the care of her other handler, so I'll put in my request tomorrow morning.
あんま無理すんなよ。
God, looking at it straight on, it's thicker than my arm. Criminy. Thing's terrifying. Why are all of our boys possessing weird necks? An ultimate game where giraffes evolved from men? There's got to be an answer. I won't.
眠れないみたいだな。
Yeah, I kind of forgot how it's been so long. No, I can't.
薬、効き目が強すぎたな。しょうがねえから、眠れるまで付き合ってやるよ。
It's called the Ugly
話でも朗読してや
Barnacle.
ろうか。
He was so ugly that everyone died. The end. I love a lullaby.
俺の歌が聞きたいなら、コッコ開けてこい。どうした？
I'm just surprised. You told me the same thing before.
そりゃ、同じ人間なんだから言うことも被るだろう。
Yeah, I can't believe Tyrell and Tyrell have so much in common. Bet they'd get along really well. Either that or try to kill each other on sight, one of the two. Does talking about the version of you I knew before my fatal rewind make you uncomfortable?
あ？
That's you. I know things you've never told me and worry about things you've never done. The person in front of me hasn't ingested any poison, and yet...
おい。
Whoa. Pokes at my back. Yeah, you think this is cute now, but wait until a few minutes from now when you find out he hit her Hokuto no Shingen pressure point. And her head winds up exploding.
俺はまだ何も言ってねえぞ。一人で勝手に落ち込むな。反省するな。
Like, seriously, you all see it, right? That thing is like 3 hand lengths on his own hands, just me eyeballing it. That ain't right. That ain't normal. It's kind of fucked up. It looks structurally unstable. I haven't said anything either. Dick. How many times has he seen through me like this? Am I turning invisible? Am I the invisible man? Is it incredible how you can see right through me?
他のやつはどうか知らねえが、俺は全く気にならない。むしろ面白いと思ってる。
Amusing.
もしもこうだったら、あの時ああしていればどうなったかなんて妄想、誰でも一度や二度はするよな。 お前の場合は妄想じゃない。現実に起きたことだ。異端審問官のお前、サクリファイス。メンブルムのお前。
A butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker. A tinker, a tailor, a soldier, a spy. A bitch, a mother, a child, a lover.
お前の選択によって俺の行動も変わる。その妄想でも家庭の話でもない、実際に俺が何をしたのかがわかるなんて、最高に面白いだろう。
It is.
お前がメンブルムの時なんて考えるだけで笑えてくる。お前を追い
Sometimes
詰
you
めるの
just
は
gotta
さぞ楽し
arrest
か
your
っただ
love
ろう
interest for
な。
murder just to show them that you really care. I was in my own personal hell. Yes, I'm glad you find my suffering so amusing. So mean. Why are you so mean to me?
それでもお前は勝ったんだろ。俺とクライオス相手に。やるじゃねえか。
That's only because you were both ultimately very considerate of me. Grand Commander Cryas could have won at any point he decided.
それがあいつの限界だ。人を押しのけてまで生きる気力がないんだよ。
Can't relate.
そんな無気力人間を舞台に上げたのは魔女のミスだな。大方、お前に関係する人間を陥れることで、お前を絶望させようって腹だったんだろうが。俺をメンブルムにしとけば、いや、魔女の狙いはお前であって、メンブルムの干渉じゃない。つまり、どうあっても俺は部外者か。つまんねえ。
Look, sometimes you've just got to go out and murder someone just for the sake of having a good time. You're certainly enjoying yourself.
深いか？
A little, yeah. You're talking about murdering me. It's actually somewhat refreshing. Can I ask you something else?
うん
How could I have saved you? If only I hadn't left him alone. If only I hadn't revealed the truth of the royal family. If only I had followed Conrad's orders. If only I hadn't gone to the Inquisitorial Order. Maybe then, Master Tyrell wouldn't have chosen death.
お前が俺の自殺を予期し、不正だとして、それでお前は満足なのか？
What do you mean?
その時点で、メイドはリンゼルクの人間を皆殺しにして処刑されていたんだよな。俺さえ救えれば気が済むのか？
I would never. I wanted to save Maya as well. Honestly, I kind of wanted to save her more than I wanted to save you, really.
だよな。お前は男一人救っただけで満足するような女じゃねえ。だから、裁判を終えた後、死に戻りすると決めていた。全員が生き残る結末を目指して。それが今だろ、アナスタシア。
I mean, technically. Well, man, Solid Snake is really coming for our asses. Keep seeing him everywhere we go.
お前が異端審問官になる道は最初の事件。ルーシェン殿下の死が起点となる。殿下を救えば、俺とお前が行動を共にすることはない。仮にルーシェン殿下のことは目をつむったとしてもだ。メイドを助けた時点で悲惨な展開は確定だろうな。
Maya's kind of the spawn of all evil, don't you know?
あいつが皆殺しにしなきゃ、お前はバラを手に入れられず、コンラッド殿下との賭けに負ける。そうなりゃもう、おしまいだ。
Da 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 da. Why did you drink that poison? I never thought you'd do something like that. I'm clawing at a wound that has only just healed. Blood flowing from those old scars is dark and muddy, and it refuses to cease. Like metaphorically, in case you didn't pick up on that. Thought knowing the truth would be enough to free you from your chains. That revealing the truth behind the royal family would be the key to saving you. But... I'm sorry. I need to cool off. Bloop.
行くな。話の途中だろ。
This has nothing to do with you. I know we're literally talking about your death here, but...
俺は自分の行動には責任を取る。それが別の自分であってもな。
That's not fair to you.
お前は俺を継承付きで呼ぶ。初めて会った時からずっと。それはつまり、何度死のうが白状にも俺が全部忘れちまおうが、お前の中に俺が居続けてるってことだろ。だったら、俺がつけたその傷は。
My God.
だったら、俺がつけたその傷は俺のもんだ。
Such a little bastard. I think just because you got really fucking big biceps, that means I'm gonna forgive you. For most of this game's target audience, that's exactly how it works. Smooch. Soft lips wipe away my tears. His kiss overflows with kindness, all in the hopes of soothing my open wound. Either that or he's just drinking my tears like Cartman. It's one of the two.
俺はずっとどんな風に死にたいかってことばっか考えてきた。
Ah, you too, huh?
主君を守って使命を全うして一宿族の名誉を取り戻して、それができれば天国行っても親父たちに嫌味言われずに済むよなって。けど王族は偽物で、守るべきものはもうこの世にはないと分かったら、全部めんどくさくなったんだろう。
Finding out that the person you're supposed to protect is actually an imposter and you've dedicated your entire adult life to absolutely nothing is so tedious, you know?
自害は地獄行きって言うだろ。天国で言い訳並べるよりもそっちがマシだろうってことで毒を飲んだんだろうよ。
Do they say that? I don't know if they say that.
楽がしたかった。ただそれだけだ。だからあんま重く考えんな。
The way he mixes in lighthearted comments is his way of consoling me.
もうお前は俺たちを救ってるんだ。もっと偉そうにしていい。俺が許す。
I appreciate that the game told us that instead of showing it. That's a really fundamental rule of writing, don't you know? And can I ask for one more favor?
Hmm?
See, I want to know more about his past, but I feel like the correct answer here is just demanding we get all touchy-feely. Will you tell me about your past? You can choose whatever period in time you want. I just want to know more about you. In truth, I want to know more about his time as Conrad's hound. I also want to know more about his childhood with the Ishii clan. But asking about these is the same as prying open the scars on his heart. And I don't have the courage to do that just yet.
子供の頃の俺は
Master Teal, you don't have to force your...
天使のように可愛かった。
Okay, so he's just gonna lie to us. I see how it is.
玉のような白い肌に愛くるしい瞳。鼻筋も通っていて、幼いながら顔立ちはすでに完成されていた。初めて鏡を見たときは、この世のすべては俺のものだと思った。
There's a lot I could say about this, but the most impressive part is that he isn't even being conceited when he says this. In truth, a knight by the name of Carlson believed Master Tyrrell to be a young girl. I find it a bit odd to mistake someone as a girl just because they have cuter featured. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of adorable young boys in the world. Annie, come on, you can cross this hurdle, I believe in you.
お前が気になってた話をしてやったぞ。感想は？
There's still so much I want to ask, but I think I'll leave it for here tonight. Thank you for the delightful answer.
愉快？てめえ。
Yes, I did. You're just as adorable now, Master Tyrrell.
あ？
Oh no, you killed him. See? See you blush whenever I praise you. It's very cute. Master Tyrrell reaches for my sides. Stop that! Master Tyrrell has recently resorted to tickling me whenever he can't find a suitable retort. It's a cowardly tactic, but since I don't have a way to fight it off, it's very effective. Oh, they're punishing me for taking that option. See, that's why it's not a good option. See, I know you just had an incredibly good moment, and you, had a positive experience with each other, and you learned more about each other in a certain way. But unfortunately, you didn't immediately decide to get all touchy-feely like a future sex criminal, so I'm afraid it is objectively the wrong answer. I'm sorry. Tonight, I want to fall asleep with your arms around me. See, that's so much more emotionally impactful than just, talking about him like a human being. Mr. Tyrrell wraps me in an embrace as we lie down on the bed.
我がことながら哀れでしょうがねえ。
Yes, I know. That's your default state of being.
こんなに可愛いお前に思われてもなお逃げられなかったなんてな。たまんないよな。せっかく苦労して真実にたどり着いたのに、トロに終わるどころか、一番見たくもないもん見る羽目になって。
Yeah, no, if you're waiting for me to disagree, we're gonna be sitting here a very long time.
それでも俺は分かってしまう。 その時の自分の考えが。
Was it Duke Nukem size 8 boot?
やっちまったことは元には戻らない。謝罪なんて、ただ自分が楽になりたいだけの身勝手な行為だ。それでも、頼む。俺を許してやってくれ、アナスタシア。お前に許してもらわなきゃ、俺は生きていけない。
Master Tyrell, I hold your life in my hands. Oh my god, that's so romantic. He can do anything. Sonic Warrior. He knows everything. He's wiser and stronger than anyone I know. But he's not very good at treating himself with compassion. I kiss Master Tyrell with the hope that I can convey these feelings I can't seem to vocalize. Mooch. His sigh is tinged with sadness. Our second kiss is etched even deeper in our hearts. I fall asleep before long. My slumber in his arms is so deep that I don't even dream. What eventually wakes me from this deep slumber isn't the light of morning or the chirping of birds, but the moans of a man. See, this is why we sleep with our hands above the sheets. Master Tyrell? Master Tyrell, what happened? Are you hurt? I initially think he's ill, but I slowly realize he's struggling from a nightmare. After saying his name over and over again, he weakly opens his eyes. Are you okay? Basta Wolf! He clings to my chest and falls asleep once more. His breathing evens out, so I know he's been freed from his nightmare. What did he see in his dreams? Could it be that horrible Freudian excuse we learned about in his own roots? The extremely traumatic event that happened to him? Nah, I cradle his head close to my chest with a prayer in my heart. May his restful sleep continue. May he never again suffer from nightmares. I
つも朝はだるくてきつくて最悪の状態なんだが、なぜか今日はめちゃくちゃ気分がいい。人生で一番よく寝たかも。
Now he can be a very useful bum in the mornings. I'm happy to hear that.
どうした？目の下、マができるぞ。
Alright, what is happening with you right now? Relax. I stopped the class. Perhaps, mayhaps. Maybe you'd like Oh boy. Why are you being such a pain? It is highly disconcerting. Alright, now why did you change that? Well, if this isn't causing you any, in the unlikely event there's anyone here who hasn't, failed to be able to hear anything from the issues we're having here. OBS is being very difficult. We got an entire hour through here, so I guess that's fine. Gonna end this here before game decides to start yelling at us again. I'll see you all later, I guess.